Save it for air.
Oh, it's a good show. It's coming up.
You know it's a good show.
Otherworldlyculture.com. We're back for season 6.com. An umpire and a vampire, they face off each week. That's coming up next week. This week, we're just going to talk about the movies that we're giving to you. Tim's got a bunch of horror movies he's given me.
Yeah, right.
I've got a bunch of great sports movies that Tim's going to get a chance to watch. We're going to have some fun along the way. You're going to hear about a pig tonight. And that's about it. Tim Crutchman and Jeff Miller. Dead on the Bases. Season 6. The preseason.
The preseason with no reason.
Oh, I like that. Why did you make me say it? You should have told me that.
Well, that's why I did it, to steal it from you, because I'm an evil bastard. For those of you that don't know, I'm a 400... Oh, how old am I? I forget.
I don't know.
But I'm a very old vampire.
Yeah.
And Jeff is a sports fan for whatever reasons. In fact, Jeff's fan club boasts members like Treat Williams, Jerry O'Connell, Stephen King, Robin Yount, and Mick Garris.
Okay.
This is all true.
Not true at all.
What we do on this show, each and every week that you can put up with, we pick a movie from the other guy's favorites, and
Their wheelhouse.
we make them watch movies that they probably are going to hate. That's basically what it comes down to.
Yes.
Jeff, in particular, picks the most vile, horrid sports movies ever seen. And I pick wonderful, nice, family-oriented fare for him to watch with his family, and of course with his favorite movie-watching pal, Tango.
Tango the dog. Tango the sheepadoodle.
dog.
Yep.
It is a sheepdoodle?
Sheepadoodle, yep.
I thought it was a small horse.
No, it's not.
It is gigantic.
He's 49 pounds.
Honest to God, taller than Jeff on his hind legs. Right?
No.
Yeah, he is.
He's...
He gets his arms way up on your shoulders.
Yeah, but that doesn't make him taller than me.
Yes, it does.
Oh, he's fine. He's 49 pounds. You know why we keep him at 49 pounds?
Because I got the other 49 right here, baby.
No, because at 50 pounds, the medicine is more expensive. So we keep him at 49. I'm not kidding you. His next guard and his other guard, they're cheaper at 49 pounds.
You're serious, aren't you?
100%.
Oh my God.
Straight up and down like 6 o'clock. You know what movie that's from? I love it. I saw it and I got to use it.
Okay, what?
Mr. 3000.
Was it?
Yep.
Wow.
Straight up and down like 6 o'clock. Here, watch this.
Okay.
A ventriloquist. Hi
my
there.
God.
Wait.
Here
Hi
it
there.
comes. Hi there.
My name is Stapley. I take out
Staples.
staples. That's stupid. All right, let's go.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
start talking about the movie.
We want to get into that already?
Well, unless I can tell.
You know, I want to
Can I tell
tell
a story?
somebody. I'm actually going to
yes.
tell a story, then you're going to tell a story.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of people that really want to hear this story.
Okay.
So, I met Karen, who is one of the folks behind this magazine. I'm hoping it shows up nicely.
Oh, cool.
It's Remind Magazine. This actually showed up in the mail yesterday or Wednesday. This is their latest story, and what it is things from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s primarily.
Like our wheelhouse.
And you'll find stuff like, here's a comic from 1957. I don't know, it's not even great. There you can. They have that, but my favorite thing that they have in here, and of course now I'm trying to find it on the fly. Here it is. They pick a year. In this case, they picked 1998. So I guess they do the 90s as well.
Okay.
And they tell you all sorts of things during 1998. Like, what were some popular toys? Here they talk about the Furby. And
Furbies.
they'll give you sports information in here for you.
Like, tell me one sports thing that happened in 1998.
Sure.
Put on your spectacles.
All right. They got the World Series champions in 1998 were
The Yankees?
Yes, correct. Super Bowl 31 champions.
98. I don't know.
The Denver Broncos.
Okay.
It was determined.
Yeah, they beat the
determined
Packers.
in 99.
Yeah, they beat the
The
Packers.
NBA champions were.
I'll just take a guess and I'll say the Bulls. No.
Yeah,
Bulls.
You're right.
All
the
right.
Bulls. And it goes through others here.
Okay.
You did very well. I'm going to give you an A+.
I think you're very generous.
It also tells you like people that were born during that year.
Cool.
I really love it. There's articles that are short and there's long articles in here, which makes it absolutely perfect for, you know what?
What?
The shitter. You put this
Tim!
right by the toilet.
What's going on? What's
You
going
put
on?
that right next to the toilet is the fastest read magazine in the house.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay? If you have a lot of cheese, okay, like Jeff comes over and he tries to fill me up with cheese on purpose because he knows halfway through the show I'm going to have to take off and go take a dump.
Then I get the show to myself then.
Yeah.
And then it's good.
You
Then
take
the ratings
over.
go up.
Yeah. Isn't it nice that people are advertising right in our chat room?
Absolutely.
That's kind of cool. Thanks for filling that with some. I think you're gone already.
Huh.
That's usually what happens.
Well, at least they know
So-
where we are.
Isn't that nice?
That's pretty cool.
I like that. Thank you.
We haven't had that ever
Yeah,
happen.
I don't think we've had that particular problem happen before. All right, now Jeff, you were going to tell us the story, and then you got distracted by my
Or do you want me to?
incredible story.
Should we take?
Well, I'd like to thank Karen over at Remind. We talked to her about her magazine at the Brookfield Square. Had a comic book convention this past week.
Oh, really?
I went over there, and I didn't end up buying any comic books, but I did get to see my favorite magazine where you could buy subscriptions. It's the same company that makes TV Guide.
It looks very TV Guide-ish.
It does. It's TV Guide though is the wrong size these days. Remember, it used to be like a digest size. It was a little bit smaller.
We never
was
got it
super thick.
at
Oh
home.
my god!
I knew what they looked
I
like.
would tear up the TV Guide.
No, we used ours for
I
the
used to
Sunday paper.
save the front page. I had like a little file at the front.
Do you still have them?
No, they'd be worth something. I would have tried selling them to somebody.
No, we just took our TV Guide out of the Sunday paper.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Get it out, fold it over, ready to go.
Yeah.
You know which was a good guide? Did you guys have HBO? Little HBO guide? It was,
No.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, we didn't get HBO except for when they were doing the freebie stuff on weekend. Into it. You know what I remember too? This was by the time TV Guide was kind of falling out of favor because there were so many cable channels.
Yeah.
I switched to the Sunday paper as well. And do you remember the VCR plus codes?
Yeah.
There would be little VCR plus codes. So you wouldn't have to go through and say Thursday at 8 p.m. I remember always looking at those and going, how lazy are people that they're using these codes? I just set it. I was so good at setting VCRs. We had 2 VCRs, and I was basically TiVo before TiVo was a thing. I
Really?
would record 2 things at a time, and I watch it later, and I'd be recording on one VHS and watching with the other. I mean,
Damn.
I was way ahead.
Damn.
I binged before I became a walking, talking eating disorder. So, Jeff, tell us about your story.
Do you really want this story now? I don't know.
I think you're not going to come close
okay.
to my story. That's for sure.
Well,
We
I
all know
might.
that.
I
You
might.
know, if I move this right,
So here's
everybody
the
will see
thing.
my logo.
Have-
See how cool that is?
Yeah. Have you ever? Are there any horror movies that involve a pig?
Motel Hell that I can think of
And
right off the top.
what actually happens in there?
A guy wears a pig head and
So not a real pig.
No, but that's only the first one I thought of. I'm sure there's stuff. I know in
So-
Wicker Man they sacrifice a pig.
So in Hong
Cannibal
Kong,
Holocaust.
over the weekend,
I eat bacon all the time.
in Hong Kong over the weekend,
In Hong Kong over the weekend.
a 61-year-old butcher was killed by the pig he was trying to butcher. what happened
Doesn't
was,
sound like he's a very good butcher.
what he did is he had his little shocker, and he's going to shock the pig. Well, he knocked the pig out.
He's gonna shock the pig.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
when he went to like take the meat cleaver and kill the pig, you know, like he has the pig on the table. He shocked him. The pig is like this. He doesn't know what's going on. He's out, but the pig came to, and as it came to, it kicked the butcher. The butcher fell on the ground, chopped into his foot,
Oops.
and bled out. So the pig lived, and the butcher died.
Why you don't want to die in a pigsty? You know why?
Probably eat you.
Yeah.
Well,
They will eat you bones and all.
well.
That's how I used to get rid of some of my victims.
So there you go. So just be careful.
That's what the movie Hannibal is all about.
Not
is the
about a pig
pigs
killing
and stuff.
somebody.
Well, not about a pig killing somebody.
But isn't that amazing? Come on, you can't tell me
That
you've
is
ever heard that
amazing.
before.
That is amazing.
I brought something to the show that had some
You
substance.
did. You did. And you know what else has substance?
What?
Is the worst segue I've ever done. You know what else has substance,
What,
Jeff?
Tim?
Our next season here on Dead on the Bases.
Okay. Coming this February. Ooh, is that when it starts?
Yeah. This
Well,
is
wait,
January.
today's January, but next week it's still
Next
January,
week,
right?
it's February 2nd is our first show. Groundhog Day.
That can't be right.
All right.
Wait, what
This
day
is a
Oh
calendar.
yeah, February 1st is a Wednesday. February 2nd is a Thursday. He's right.
Well, I thank you. Thank you. Anyway, coming this February, let's talk about inning number 1, everybody.
Ooh, what?
And I gave Jeff a fantastic zombie film called Night of the Comet. It features Valley Girls and lots of 80s fashion, so it's a lot of fun.
You know what? The thing that I'm thinking this is it's gonna be fun because that's when we grew up. We grew up in the middle of the 80s.
Yes.
It's probably gonna be very nostalgic
And
for me.
And Catherine Mary Stewart, the star in the movie,
Yeah.
smoking hot,
All right.
smoking.
I gave Tim the Netflix movie No Limit. This is kind of out of the box in a way because it's not your typical basketball, baseball, football, soccer movie. This is about free diving. So this is where people will.
Why do people pay sometimes that they have to specify that it's free?
This is without any kind of support to get you to where you got to go. You
Okay.
just drop down as far as you can keep going, and then
So no flippers, no suit, no swimsuit.
you have a swimsuit on. I'm not giving you a
Well,
skin flick.
It sounds.
Anyways,
boring.
it's
Sounds boring.
the thing is it's a true story. So this is going to be a good
It's
movie.
a true story. So there's going to be very little murder as well.
I don't set you up with sports
Very
movies for
well.
murder.
Well, I
wait a
think
second.
you should.
Last season I gave you The Fan and it had murder. And it's like
That movie
there wasn't enough murder,
It
Jeff.
sucked.
There wasn't enough murder.
Oh my god, it was so bad.
Anyways, give No Limit a chance. You'll find it intriguing.
All right. Well, then we go to our second inning.
And I'll start.
Go ahead.
I'll start because look at my poster. I gave Tim Hot Dog, the movie. It's a skiing movie, so it's something else that's outside of
That's
the
actually a secondary poster. You know how they have alternate posters?
I like that
sometimes?
poster.
I saw that poster. I'm like, well, I know which one I'm using.
You know which one.
Because the other one was like a cartoon or something. I'm like, no.
You know what your friend likes. So yeah.
I was like, no, we're not using that.
The only thing that would make that better is if that was Selma Hayek.
Now,
or
a hot
Jessica
dog
Alba.
stars.
Oh, David Naughton.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I picked this because Tim interviewed David Naughton last
And
year at
I
Horror
have
Row.
not seen this film.
Really?
I have not seen it, so I'm looking. This is one of those. So 2 innings,
I was gonna say,
and I
I
haven't
was gonna
seen
say.
either of them.
Well, for me. Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
So then we got Jeffy. Really, he begged me to see Halloween, and I said, okay, I'll finally let you see Halloween because Jeff has a very exciting opportunity coming up.
Yep. I get to interview the OG, the original Michael Myers.
Original
Yeah,
Michael Myers.
Tommy Moran. Aaron Moran's brother.
Tony. All
Are
right.
you serious? I might get that
Yeah,
wrong.
you got it wrong.
Shoot.
Here we
Tommy?
go.
Wait, is it
It's Ted Savini all over
Is
again.
it Tony?
It's
Tony Moran. So I guess
Tony
before
Moran.
I get out to Horror Realm, we'll talk
You'll
about that
have
later.
to learn
I'll have to
his
get his
name.
name right. But yes,
You've been doing a lot of studying though already.
I have
know
been.
about
I
that.
have, but why do I get
Why
his
do you
name
get
mixed
to
up?
the, because you
Tim,
get nervous.
Tim, well,
get nervous.
Hey, maybe that's what happened the other day when I wasn't Jeff. I was John. Maybe the person was nervous.
That could be.
You know, you run into Jeff Miller and you
that
get nervous.
it happens a lot to people with irritable bowel syndrome, is what I hear.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
But yes,
so,
I have Halloween. I
yeah.
have ball sweat right now thinking about this because this movie, this is already.
Hold on, I'm moving.
This is already.
I don't need to be anywhere.
This is already in 2 weeks, and I'll tell you what, Tim, I started.
Gonna love it.
I just put it on.
You're gonna love it.
I put it on just for the hell of it,
love it.
and I hear that no, whatever the song is, and I'm like, oh God, and then I just zip through the middle, and I just see like a fall scene, and just walking through the.
Well, when did you think Halloween was going to take place? During the summer?
Tim, can I take this one off the list?
No.
Tim, I don't know.
You'll make it.
I'll watch it,
You'll
but
make it.
this might be one that.
Could I take all of your movies off the list?
Tim, I don't know.
How many? Okay, all right. I'm real talk here. How many times have you asked me to change movies? It's like a couple every season, right?
I know. And you
How
never
many
do it.
times have I asked?
Never.
Not once. Okay.
But Tim.
Just checking.
But Tim,
Just
that's like
We're moving on.
Tim.
We're moving on to
Tim.
the next one.
Okay.
So next
Halloween. Are you kidding me, people?
Yeah, you want to watch it so bad. It's amazing. Aliens is what I'm going to be giving you
saw
for.
Alien already.
You saw Alien. Aliens. Now, the big debate among a lot of people is the original Alien better or worse than Aliens, the sequel? Now, the sequel was directed by James Cameron, who has a movie out in the theaters right now called Avatar.
I just saw that. Yep.
The water world or whatever it is. And Aliens is more of an action movie when you get down to it.
Yeah.
It's not as horror movie-ish.
Oh.
But I think you're going to love it. I think you're going to like it a lot more than the original Alien.
But I liked Alien, though.
But have you seen this?
No. I'm already
Wait.
0 for 3.
Wait.
Is
You're
Sigourney
gonna
Weaver in this
love
one,
it.
too?
Yes, Sigourney Weaver is the star. You get Paul Reiser from My Two Dads is in there.
Wait, is that the same guy from Mad About You?
Yes, Mad About You.
Oh, my God.
He's in there.
Is it a comedy?
Then you got Bill Paxton is in there.
Okay. I like Bill Paxton.
And Reese from Terminator. Michael Biehn is in there. And Lance Henriksen from the TV show Millennium.
Did you say Mr. Bean is in this?
No, Michael Biehn is his name. In the original Terminator, remember there's the good guy that's sent back through time? It's that guy.
Okay, so is this off the same premise? So is she the same character? Is this like, I mean...
It's the same character.
Okay, all right.
And it's in...
Like a continuation?
It is, actually.
All right.
And I think you always looking for plot holes and stuff.
I do.
I think you're actually going to really appreciate it because they do it in a smart way as to how they keep her in the storyline.
Okay. Because I think when we left off in Alien, she took off in a pod, right?
Well, she took off her clothes. That's the important part.
Yeah. But then she took off in a pod.
Pod, yes. And
Okay.
she was about to go
And there was
down
something
for a
hanging-
hypersleep.
And and there was something hanging on to it. But anyways,
Yeah.
Here we go. Vision Quest.
Vision Quest.
Another one off. It's a wrestling movie. I don't think I've given.
It's a wrestling movie.
Yep, with Matthew
Why did we
Modine.
not get No Holds Barred yet?
Because I picked the movies.
Yeah.
Anyways, Vision Quest. This
answers itself, doesn't it?
But whatever. So the thing about Vision Quest is this came out in the middle of the 80s. This guy's on the wrestling team. I was on the wrestling team. They were the Warriors. I was the Warriors. So this has got a lot of nostalgia for me, and
What year was this? This was right about when you graduated.
Yeah, this is like 85.
Yeah. Okay.
But I wrestled, and their wrestling team was the Warriors also. So I mean, I'm kind of drawn to this movie.
I like Matthew Modine, so this has a chance.
I did,
but this is the third movie in 3 innings I have not seen.
Madonna does sing in this movie. Well, her track is in this movie. One of her tracks.
Okay.
I didn't hook up with a chick like he's gonna in this movie, but this is a good movie.
Okay, I believe you. Inning 4, I am giving him... Now, this is... We're going to call this the Attack of the Tots or something.
Okay.
Because the movie that I'm giving you, Jeff,
Yes.
is The Monster Squad. And
Never
it's
heard of it.
about a bunch of, I would say, 8 to 12-year-olds, somewhere in that range, kids that have a little tree house and all that sort of stuff. And Dracula, the Wolfman, Frankenstein, the Mummy, and the Creature from the Black Lagoon come to town.
Nice.
And the only thing between them and total chaos is the Monster Squad.
So let me ask you, when you're talking about all these names of Frankenstein and all that, are they the legit? Are they gonna be in black and white, like the legit ones, or is this like
They're based on those
legit
same
ones?
characters.
Okay.
They are the classic Universal
Okay.
monster look.
okay?
But it is a color film, so they do have them in color.
But it's the
And they
classic.
didn't bring Bela Lugosi back from the dead to actually portray it. I would have.
Yeah,
But
that's
no.
your guy.
Yeah.
Bad News Bears. This is the original. This is the one with
With Walter Matthau.
yes, Walter
Okay.
Matthau, and then what's the girl's name?
It's your movie.
No, well, yeah, but Tatum O'Neal. Tatum
I
O'Neal.
don't know.
Yep. This is gonna be a good movie. This is a lot. You didn't see this one ever?
This is inning 4. Still haven't seen any of these films.
Are you
Now,
serious?
Bad News
Hell
Bears.
yeah.
Unfortunately, I saw Bad News Bears Breaking Training and Bad News Bears
Go to
go to Japan, I think. Yeah. And I actually liked those, but I was a kid at the time, and I just thought it was cool seeing kids swear. So I don't know if I'm going to like it or not, but I do like Walter Matthau, and I'm told that this is the good movie, that those other two are pretty.
And I didn't want to give you the modern one with Billy Bob Thornton.
No,
'Cause
and I haven't seen that movie
I haven't
either.
seen it either, but
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I go with
You got to go with the
OG.
classic.
Yep.
Right. So, and this will be our Attack of the Tots. The next inning 5, we're going with our classic films. Now, here, I know your movie.
Yep,
I love this movie.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
The horse feathers, I don't know this movie. I'm looking forward to watching it and seeing what it's all about.
Oh my
I
God.
know that it's a sports movie because I researched that part of it,
Yep.
but I'm looking forward to seeing it.
It's about college football.
Perfect. Horse
College,
feathers. They used to make
college.
footballs out of horse feathers.
A-lang.
Okay, I don't know what any of that means, but let's hear about House on the Haunted Hill.
Whatever it is, I'm against it. From the moment when they first commenced it, I'm against it. What you're going to want to do the first time watching it,
Drink.
you're going to want to be ready with your pause button and run it back, because Groucho sometimes throws these things out there and you'll be like, what did he just say? You roll it back and you're like, oh my God,
Really?
he got away with that back
All right.
then? It's amazing.
All right. I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now, you won't do that for Harpo's lines.
Because he honks a horn.
Yeah.
You didn't think I knew that. You didn't think I knew that.
And
You didn't think I knew
well,
that.
I think a lot of people knew he was horny. House on Haunted Hill
What?
is a film with Vincent Price. And
Vincent Price. You know, he
so
was in
I
Thriller.
haven't given you a Vincent Price movie, so I thought this would be a good one to go with. It's also directed by William Castle, and when this film originally was in the theaters, they rigged the theaters to have a skeleton, much like our friend Herman back there, and he would float through the theater at certain points. So they called it Emergo. I'm not even making that up.
What's
they
Emergo?
called it Emergo.
The name of the skeleton?
That was the name of this special 3D effect. They called it Emergo because what it did,
Jeez.
they put a coffin in the front of the theater, and the skeleton was inside, and they ran a wire so this thing, at the right time, the coffin lid would open and out would come the skeleton
gosh.
floating across the audience. And when you watch the movie, you're like, that scene. You know what scene they would have done it
okay.
in because it's so obvious because there's a freaking skeleton floating across the screen. You're like, that's it.
Is this the same guy that put this together? That didn't he have a clause too? Like if it was too scary, you could
Yes.
leave or something. Or what
Yeah,
was that?
he would sell people life insurance as they entered. He would very often at his horror movie premieres, he would hire a ambulance to sit there, just in case somebody was too frightened.
So to hype it up.
Yes,
Showmanship.
absolutely. And the
So I'm not gonna be scared.
it's a fun movie.
Good.
It's mostly
I got
fun.
the season.
There,
I got the
there,
season.
there are some scares.
Oh, I don't know. Hello, boo. It's Thriller.
There's a fun jump scare in the film
Oh,
or
sure
two.
there is.
But, all right, then. Why don't you tell me about yours first?
I told ya. This is about.
I told you.
I told ya. Yeah, I could.
I didn't even know her.
Okay, that was a stretch.
Yes, it was.
This is a Tanya Harding movie about her rise and fall and the whole skittle scam with her life in figure skating.
Yeah.
But it's got Margot Robbie in it, so it's got to be good.
Have you seen it?
No.
I have.
Well, then we know.
Yeah, I think it actually got some Academy Award nominations.
I have not seen it.
But
But I want to, so I put it
now
on my
the
list.
movie I'm giving you this movie.
Charles Bronson's in a horror movie?
I think you're really going to enjoy this movie. It's Charles Bronson, yes, who is known for doing a lot of action films,
Like Death
right?
Wish.
Right. Well, this was kind of like at the height of his career. He made this movie, and it's kind of a cop movie, but it's actually a serial killer movie, and
Ooh.
it's got some scenes that are very suspenseful as he's trying to track him down, and is he going to get the better of the bad guy or not? And it's a really interesting movie, and I think it's a lot of fun. I love this movie. I was so glad I could track it down. Thank you, Muskego Public Library. And I think you're going to enjoy it. I really do.
All right.
All right. So now we get to inning number 7.
Yeah, man. I've got.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I'm actually going to be going to Jamaica, so that put me in the Jamaica state of.
Making me crazy.
It put me in the Jamaica state of mind to pick this film for Tim.
And
it's
I think
cool
this
running.
is either just before you go or just after. I can't remember how it lands on the calendar.
I think it's after. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but yeah. This is a John Candy movie. This is about the '88 Olympic bobsled team, the Jamaican bobsled team, because you would not think of a bobsled team coming out of a island in the Caribbean.
Wow.
So this is gonna be fun.
Racist. It's racist.
Whatever.
I have not seen this movie, and I'm a huge John Candy fan.
Okay, good.
And I honestly didn't know he was in this movie. And I consider myself a John Candy fan, and I'm like, oh my God. So I'm really looking forward for that one. Now, I am giving Jeff a movie that is highly polarizing. And
What does
by
that
that,
mean? What does that mean?
I mean people love it or hate it.
Oh, great.
Phantasm.
Great.
I think it is an exercise in surrealism.
Huh.
I think you're gonna hate it because it makes no freaking sense. It's crazy, but that's what makes it kind of scary because it's like rules. There's no rules here. It's insanity. So I to the guy that was upset that the scoring got screwed up in the house at Pittsburgh 8 or whatever.
No, that's
the fish that ate Pittsburgh.
The fish that saved
Pittsburgh.
No, wait, that's not even how it goes. The fish that saved Pittsburgh
Yeah.
with Dr. J. Yeah,
Right.
the scoring in there is terrible. It is awful.
So this movie is sure to drive you completely insane. I gotta put one in there every so often.
Now,
Otherwise, people are gonna say, "Oh, he's off brand.
He's being
He's
easy on
off
him."
brand." Yeah,
okay, let me ask you about this. Now, this Phantasm,
might scare you more than Halloween.
are you serious? Are you serious? Now, I think I saw. Was there a Phantasm 2?
There's like a Phantasm 7, I think.
No.
They've made a bunch of them.
I think I saw one of these.
There's a stack of them. Yeah.
I think I saw one.
The first one's the scary one.
I
I haven't seen most of
I
the
saw one
sequels.
with a ball that
Yep.
would go through the air.
Yep. And it's knives coming out.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
But I don't know. But I saw it in like the late 80s.
Yeah, about right.
So you think that's this one?
I don't think you saw this one. You
Okay.
probably saw one because particularly
I was on a date.
Particularly if you had HBO, they played these things all the time. Just played them all the time. Directed by the same guy that made Beastmaster, one of the greatest films ever.
I don't know what that one is.
Oh my God!
Can you-
Did you not have TBS?
I never saw that.
TBS stands for the Beastmaster is showing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it stands for.
Can you imagine me being in a horror movie with a date? How do you think that goes over?
I
How do
think.
you think that goes over, Tim? Because
I
I know I
think-
was on a date when I saw it.
Luckily, she knew CPR, right?
Shit.
All right.
All right, on to inning number 8.
Yeah.
I've got the Karate Kid. Everybody's seen the Karate Kid. This is a good movie. Again, I tried to stay. If you've noticed, I've stayed away from the main sports.
Well, you got college football. That's about the closest you
About
got.
the closest, but it's an
Yeah.
off one. It's kind of
Right.
off with being the Marx
It isn't.
Brothers.
Yeah, it isn't really thought of as a football movie.
But I've got another one, Karate Kid. Obviously, karate's a sport. We get to see Mr. Miyagi in there. We get to see.
But it's a tournament, right?
It's a
Isn't it?
tournament. Yeah, hell yeah. And now they even on Netflix, I think they have. It's called something where they have.
Oh,
the new
Cobra
one.
Kai.
Yeah,
Cobra
yeah.
Kai.
Isn't it both of them all
It's
grown up?
very good.
Really?
You haven't watched any of
Nuh-uh.
it? Oh, you would enjoy it. Basically, what happens is he grows up, Ralph Macchio, and
Yeah.
I forget the name of the other guy.
Yeah.
But the bad guy, the blonde kid
Yep.
in there, they're both, obviously, it's been, 25, 30 years.
Don't spoil this for me.
Well, they're older, and they still can't stand each other.
Oh, really?
That's it, yeah.
Okay.
And it almost comes off for a while like the bad guy's the good guy and the good guy's the bad guy. And
Oh,
then
really?
It becomes more gray, and then it just constantly is coming up with ways to make this interesting.
Okay.
And there's what I like. They're half-hour episodes instead of me sitting there through an hour of this bullshit. It's like I can watch half an hour. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch another half an hour tomorrow. I don't want to sit there for 8 hours watching this stuff. Yeah, sometimes folks are talking about binging, and I'm like, that kind of sounds like hell to me.
You just got done saying how you were a binger before the binging was anything.
I binge, but the way I binge, I'll watch a single episode each day of a TV show.
How can
one
you
day
do
after
that?
Another. How?
How can you do that?
Here's how it works.
Shut
Okay,
up. Shut up.
there's a little stop, but okay.
But
All
here,
right.
I don't.
Can I tell you about mine? You're
In one
just gonna
second,
keep
in 1 second.
stealing all my time.
No, hold on. One
This
second.
is,
Hold on.
okay, I'm holding
So
on.
when you talk about binging,
I am
I don't
waiting.
even know.
I am
Okay.
holding on 1
So-
second. Okay,
I
wait.
came home from work tonight.
Yeah.
My wife, she was
She kicked you out.
no, she was
That's
watching.
clear
she,
because
she
you
was
were
watching
here early.
Friends. She was watching Friends reruns, right?
Okay.
And
No murder in that show.
no, but the thing is one ended and next one started. I'm like, I can't believe I used to wait a week
For
to
the
watch the next
one?
episode. So
Yeah.
I don't know how you yourself
I'll
have
tell
so
you
much
how.
self-control.
I
you
think
turn
I
off.
told you. I think I told you the reason.
How
I
do you have the
don't this.
self-control to do that?
One time, for our other show, Dead on Movie Reviews, we were assigned to watch, or I think I had said, I'm going to watch the entire season of Ash versus Evil Dead. And it was 8 half-hour episodes.
Okay,
I'm like, shit, I'll just watch it after work,
4 hours.
So I watched for 4 hours this thing. I regretted it immediately because it was just too much of a good thing all in one gulp.
Oh,
I would have much preferred it when I watched season 2, which, by the way, is the best season of that show. When I watched season 2, I watched the 1 episode a night, and oh my God, so much better that way. So the movie that I picked for the ump in inning 8, I know I'm going to lose some points inning 7, so I had to come back strong. So I came in with Alligator. This was one of my favorite films growing up because it was on videotape. Trogdorus will probably tell me which videotape, but it was like videotape 3 or something of all of our videotapes that we had, and we recorded this movie and we watched it over and over and over again. It's about to timestamp it. This is when everybody was talking about alligators in the sewers.
I remember that.
Yeah. Well, guess what this movie has?
An alligator in a sewer.
A gigantic frickin' alligator in a sewer. I mean, a huge alligator.
Why would that be a problem?
In the sewer? Because it
just
doesn't
don't go in the
stay
sewer.
Well, unlike Jaws, where if you don't want to deal with the shark, just stay on land. Alligators can crawl out every once in a while. And he does, and he causes all sorts of trouble.
So this is like
Little
Jaws,
scamp.
except
You
it's
know-
an alligator.
You know what's interesting about this movie is it could have been more like Jaws, but it went a different tact, and it's a little bit of a crime story type of thing.
Really? Okay.
It's a lot of fun. It has, I think, the same tone as Jaws. Yes, there's a monster, but it's fun, and there's jokes and that sort of
Trogdor
thing.
says it's a documentary shot in real time based on actual events.
He says that about everything.
That's a lie?
Well, let me put it this way: he's a statistician. You know how they are. They
Yeah.
sit there and they count pitches.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
what
go
they
watch
do.
The Fish That Saved Pittsburgh and don't tell me that they didn't screw up that scoring pretty bad.
Okay. Well, I gotta tell you something, Jeff.
What?
You keep bringing these things up. I have to tell people about a brand new feature we have here on the show. And this is going to happen from time to time. And I think you're going to realize what it is in just a moment. That's right. It's a trigger alert for Jeff.
That's new. That's new.
Jeff has a few things that trigger him.
No, I have nothing.
They do. Would you like to see the list? Here it is. These are all things that drive Jeff absolutely crazy, and we put it on a list. Every week we might pick something.
I
off
like Gordon
the list.
Lightfoot. Shot. Get out of here. I
We'll have to
do.
take
Moneyball,
that
you're right. That's
off the list.
awful. Spelling, yeah. Oh my God. There's a lot on here.
Oh,
Devil,
yeah.
Craig Counsell. That should be like 17 of them. Crooks of. Oh my Gruber Law. Oh my God. This
Yeah.
noise.
So yeah, we got all sorts of things. Actually,
Other people's dogs.
Jeff gave me a new one today. So John
Other
will
people?
get to look at this later.
Okay.
But,
Haunch? I like haunchies.
You're scared of them. Don't
But you
pretend.
can take Gordon Lightfoot off there. I like Gordon Lightfoot. I like.
I don't know that I'm gonna take him
No,
off right away.
because it's too much work.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what's gonna happen
Moneyball,
with
yeah.
the show.
Craig
don't
Counsell,
know.
what the hell? Why would you even put that on there?
Because it's funny as hell. All right. Well,
Jeez.
let's get to the ninth inning, everybody. And the ninth inning.
You can add seeing the
This is
trigger
fun.
list. Perfect.
And then we'll probably
All
get
right.
added.
So I'm gonna finish the season strong.
Are you sure? Now this is a movie I
Strong.
haven't seen, so I don't know.
Strong.
But it looks like garbage. Hot
Wow.
garbage.
42, the Jackie
And
Robinson
this
story.
again, not one of the big sports. It's baseball.
Stop.
Oh,
Stop with that. This is the sport. This is the best sport. This and the Iditarod. So
I did right.
I love the Iditarod. Don't you?
Also, another huge
You-
sport.
You know what?
I'm
wait.
not going to do any of the big sports this season, but I'll finish with baseball.
I will. I had to finish with a home run. Anyways, it's the Jackie
Isn't
Robinson.
it a touchdown?
Yeah,
No.
if you were talking about football.
Oh,
Anyways,
I thought that was
so
the baseball.
this is Jackie Robinson's story. This is a really great story. This is with the guy that just recently passed away.
I love
What's his name?
the song that he did. What was it?
Don't. This is
Jackie
not good.
Robinson.
Don't. You're thinking
It was
Smokey
the
Robinson?
Miracles? Oh, really?
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. But no, who's this guy? This guy played the Black Panther guy too. He died of
Yeah, I
colon
can't
cancer.
remember his
Very-
name off the top of my head.
Yeah, but he does a great job portraying Jackie Robinson in here. Harrison Ford is in
See,
here.
I just watched Idris Elba and The Beast, and like That name keeps coming back. I'm like, no, it's not him.
No.
It's gonna drive me nuts.
Good.
Thank you for doing.
Good.
Oh, you know what it is?
Chadwick
It's
Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, trigger. Trigger. Oh,
The
oh,
chat
I
room
just.
said it.
Oh, yeah, it's Chadwick Boseman. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah,
Hey, we have the
I'm glad I
best.
looked over there.
We have
Yeah.
the best research crew in our chat room.
Thank you,
for us.
Trogdor.
Yes.
But your brother was making it look like he. Oh,
And thank you, by the way, Trogdor, for banishing one of our naughty ones. But I do see that Susie's in there now.
good.
So you got Susie.
Well, we'll talk about you in a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to... Oh, yeah, I don't have that button here, so we can't talk. You know what I am going to talk about is how I'm going to finish strong with Chucky of Child's Play. Now, you've heard of Chucky, I'm guessing.
Chucky lives in
right?
my house.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it's almost like I thought that. Anyway, I think you're going to enjoy it. It's by the same director that made Fright Night.
Oh.
And but it's
God.
got Chris Sarandon in there, so that it's a fun movie. I think you'll enjoy it, but you might not. But luckily, I got a lot of really strong entries.
Well, here's the thing about Child's Play. It's a doll. Step on its head, okay? It's not that difficult.
Well,
We'll find out.
you'll find out. You're afraid of some dude in a jumpsuit, so
Dude, the jumpsuit.
not yeah.
Who?
Michael Myers, pal.
Jesus, man. I don't even want. We gotta just take that one out.
No.
I'm not looking forward to that, and that's already next week or 2 weeks from now.
Oh no, you're not looking forward to it. I guess I better just take my marbles and go home.
Dude, it's okay. Anyways, so that's coming this February. But Tim, what's coming in March?
Well, thanks for leading me up to something I don't have ready,
Oh, well, that's fine.
but that's okay.
But that was a great segue.
It was an average segue.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I have a question for you while you're looking for that.
Yeah.
Would you consider cards a sport, cards?
Here, we'll go here. What?
Would you consider cards, playing cards like poker, would you consider that a sport?
I think we could.
Okay.
I think we could because it is a competition.
Okay, good, because
You're
Gearing up
calling that figure skating a sport. That's a stretch right there.
look at snowing rain. I mean,
It's snowing rain.
I don't know what I just said.
Yeah. Well, we want to remind people to subscribe to the show. So we got a new little feature here just to talk about subscribing. What's important about subscribing and sharing
Oh,
the show? Why is it just stopped?
that's Mindy.
That woman is not moving at all. Anyway, you need to subscribe, comment, and tell a friend about the show. Because what it's going to do is it's going to help us find more listeners, more viewers, and we can keep bringing the show to you week after week.
Yep.
So tell a friend about the show. We're every Thursday on Otherworldly Culture. Do you like that I threaten them?
I
at
do.
the end?
I do.
Ooh, click the like button. Oh, look at that comment.
It's got like a mind of its own right now.
Yeah, did you see what the comment is?
No.
Oh, in future weeks you'll figure it out.
Remember?
But yeah, a lot of great stuff. Now let me
Those
see
look like-
if this is gonna work.
Those look like fireflies.
I think this will work. There we go.
What?
Horror Realm.
Yes, horror.
Only 35 days away. We already talked about, are going to be one of the celebrities that interviews.
Yes.
Tony Moran from Halloween.
Yep, he's the original Michael Myers. He's the one that you see when they rip the mask off, apparently is what I'm told. So I'll talk to him about that. It turns out that he tried out for the California Angels. We got a lot going on with him. He's got another movie that's... who was it? We'll talk about it later when I know more.
Yeah. You're in the starting phases. For my interview,
Yeah, who
I'm
do you
going to
have?
be interviewing Thornton and Leone, the director and the star of Terrifier and Terrifier 2. This is one of those killer clown films. By a lot of people consider this the most gory, hardcore horror films made in the last few years.
You were going to give me that.
I was.
And you were going to give
I
me
was
that.
absolutely.
You SOB.
And I will tell you.
You SOB.
I will tell you.
What?
After rewatching them, you're lucky to be watching Halloween, first of all. Second of all, I think you would have killed me. I think you would have. It's pretty rough. You know what the best part about this is, though? I had not seen Terrifier 2 yet. I'm like, shit, where am I going to find this fucking thing? It wasn't on any of the big streaming services. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? But it was on a small screen service. It was on Hoopla. For those of you that know, Hoopla is actually one of those streaming services that you can get for free through your library. So the library came to the rescue once again.
Good old Muskego.
I found, Muskego Public Library. So I just had to punch in my library card number, and it gives me 5 movies every month that I can take out. And frickin' Terrifier 2, which is one of the most gory things I've ever seen in my life, is right there.
So
and I'm like,
it's a physical thing, or they send you a subscription to watch on your...
No, you watch it right on your Roku, or
Okay.
You know, the same way you would watch Netflix.
Okay.
Same way, but it's you hit the Hoopla button instead. And there's actually we have 2 of these streaming services through the library. One is called Canopy. That's a big old turd. There is nothing good on that one. Hoopla's got some decent stuff on there, like
Terrifier 2.
Canopy has all these like super boring documentaries. It has art films, stuff like they would screen at Oriental when they used to have only one screen and they just put garbage up all the time.
Sure.
It was that sort of stuff. Hoopla's a little bit better, so you might want to check with your local library if they support Hoopla, and you can watch Terrifier 2 for free right now, which I'm sure you're going to rush right out and
there's no way.
Check that out.
You know what? I'm actually happy now that I'm watching Halloween because Terrifier was on there. Danger. And if it was anything like, what was that one? The Collector. Oh my God.
Oh no, this is a lot worse than
Are you kidding me? You were going to give me something worse than the Collector?
If I were to describe one of the scenes from the film,
don't do it.
You would piss yourself.
I have ball sweat right now.
Yeah, you would piss yourself. I feel bad that I was going to give that to you because after rewatching it, I'm like, oh, there's no way Jeff would have made it through this.
Oh, I would have made it through it, but I wouldn't have been happy about it.
Well, you would have been saying, needs more murder. But
I would never have said that.
You probably would have.
Needs more Craig Counsell. Is Craig Counsell in there? Does he get?
No, Craig Counsell is not in the film. Oddly.
But yeah, so we do have Horror Realm coming up. That's coming up from the 3rd to the 5th in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
We'll be out there. We'll be taking the Jeep out. The Jeep will be going, making the trip.
Jeep! Oh, I don't have that.
It's up a little higher. So,
yeah, I do. Better believe it, baby.
We're going to be trucking through Illinois, Ohio, and then into Pittsburgh, Indiana. I know. Jeep.
Yeah.
It's so much fun when you go to the Jeep.
What
the
was
Jeep is
crazy, the last time we went,
yeah,
were all the fans lining I-94, just waving at us as we went by. That was, I have to say, that really touched my heart, even though it hasn't beat in over 200 years.
Tim kids a lot, but keep that fan mail coming to my email, and I'll just keep on reading.
Do you know your email address?
Yep.
What is it?
It's Jeff@horrorrealm.com.
No,
it's Jeff@otherworldlyculture.com.
That is correct.
Because when I send stuff to the Horror Realm one, I don't get anything back.
That's because Horror Realm is horrorrealmcon.com.
Ooh, that's kind of crazy.
Yes, it is.
But yes, keep sending to Jeff@otherworldlyculture.com.
Right.
The 5th person that sends one to me tonight, you'll get a gift.
He's gonna give you a big old smooch.
Nope, I've got koozies still. Oh, and then if you want...
We got one around here someplace, don't we?
If you guys want merch...
Do we have a koozie for my Remind magazine? Dude, that's a good way to hold your magazine.
If you guys are looking
right in the koozie.
If you guys are looking for new merch, let me know. I'll put merch together.
No, please. Okay. If you contact him saying something like that, I will haunt your dreams and I will break into your home. You will not even need to invite me in. I will break in and I will kill your children.
Tim!
It's what I'm
that's
going to do.
ridiculous.
It's what I'm going to do.
It's ridiculous.
You know,
We want
everybody
merch.
needs an activity. All right. I don't even know what this button's going to do. Oh, yes.
Does it have a preview of the score?
I think
So
what we're going to look at is how I'm dominating the hell out of you. And, you know, I don't want to say it, so I'll just do this. Boom!
Put that on the
There
trigger.
it is.
Put that little sound on the trigger thing.
Yeah, no. So,
That
yeah,
sound is-
we all know
What is that?
I just beat the hell out
Oh
of you
my
last
goodness.
season. And
You did not beat the hell out of me. Put the score back up there. You was
What?
1 point.
What?
It was 1 point, I think.
No, I can't get it there.
Yeah,
right now.
whatever. Anyways.
So, yeah, I just beat the hell out of him. So, it was a pretty commanding ripping that I gave him. So, this season, you'll see how I destroy him, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Let's just
for
quick
everybody.
explain how it
And the
works.
whole family.
Let's just quick explain how it
Explain
works.
how what works.
So, the horror movie that Tim gives me, I rate it between 1 and 10. Same thing
Those
he does with-
become points for me.
right? And then it's the same thing with the sports one.
Right.
And then there's a 5-point trivia question that I'll ask him a question about the
What
sports
we do-
movie that he watched, and he'll ask me something about the horror movie that I watched. Yeah.
Correct.
And then that's it.
We say 3 statements.
Oh,
One
yeah,
of
yeah,
them
that's
is
it.
false.
We used to do it the other way.
Yeah, it ended up being numbers every goddamn week.
Anyways.
So
Shut up.
we
shut up.
we went to this 3 because what's fun for those of you in the audience, we both pledged not to look at the chat room, and you guys in the chat room can play along and see if you know the answer to the trivia question. And I'll admit, Jeff does an excellent job on the trivia questions, and I'm just kind of like guessing, you know. But it's good. Did I play Vamp Wins enough? Do you think?
Yes.
Maybe we could keep that on
Yes. You can add that to the list
to
too.
the trigger.
Add that to there, and the sound call thing.
You love that.
No, I
You,
don't.
oh my God, you were begging me for that, more of it.
Nope.
Add the collector to the trigger list. By the way, Trogdorsk, you know how to add things to the trigger list, so please keep it up. Anyway, yeah. So
What?
We're all.
What? I'm just hanging
There's
out.
a lot of people taking part in the trigger list. I can't wait to get a hold of your wife. Okay. Anyway, so it's going to be good stuff.
Oh
in
my
there
God,
every
she
week.
could fill that thing up herself.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
She knows, and you know what? If you ask her what the main one is, she'll probably say Crit Council.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I bet.
Yeah, that's
I bet.
guy. He's got to go. The Brewers need to up their game if they ever want to make it to a World Series. They got to get rid of Craig Council. There you go.
That I heard what they're going to do is they're going to get that manager. ER is his initials. What the hell?
AR.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. They're going to bring him in
He doesn't know.
because he doesn't know what he's going to do next.
He doesn't
year,
know his
so.
head from a hole in the ground. But hey, this week there's football games, and we got the Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. Here we go, everybody. Yeah.
Oh my God! It sounds like you just got done in the bathroom.
Well, how would you know that?
Because it sounds like, yeah. Hey, yeah. So sports this weekend, we got. Well, the Bucks lost last night, and they play again tomorrow. Giannis hasn't been playing that often. He's been hurting in his knee. I like the music. I love music. That's one thing that my wife will put on the trigger list. I have to have sound going on in the house. I can't do anything without sound. Let's see. We have 2 games this weekend, 2 big games this weekend. We've got the Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Is that football?
Yes, the
There you
Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by a point. This is pretty much a pick 'em game. But I'm telling you right now, if Mahomes is hurting with his high ankle sprain, it's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals in the Super Bowl again this year. Go Joe Burrow, Joe Cool. And in the NFC, we have the 49ers and the Eagles.
Is that the NFC?
Yeah, the NFC. Yeah, look at that. You got a little baseball player there. NFC. You've got a rookie quarterback. You got a rookie quarterback going for the 49ers, and you have Jalen Hurts for the Philadelphia Eagles. It's a hard word for me to say. The Eagles are going to win that game, so pretty much you're going to see the Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals in the Super Bowl. and then next week I'll tell you who's going to win the Super Bowl. That's it. That's all I got.
You're not going to guess now?
I want to see who's in there first.
So you don't know the sport well enough.
Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl.
Who?
The Bengals.
Where are they?
Cincinnati Bengals.
So they're from Iowa?
Ohio.
Oh.
Round on both sides, high in the middle. We'll be cutting through there on the way to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
That was smooth. That was smooth.
The zombie capital of the world for Horror Realm.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And all season, you can look forward or not look forward to Jeff's sports reviews.
Whatever.
Wait, you were going to have like a closing line for these, weren't you?
And that's the sports that I know. And that's all the sports that I know.
I know. That's what it was. Okay. We're going to need to work on that. Because look at how long it took for me to switch scenes. You're going to have to give me like a good 10 seconds. Like,
sure.
We're going into this. Because I hit the damn button and it's like, it just looks at me.
All right. We'll work on it.
What we're going to do is time trials.
We're knocking the rust off right now.
Most of the rust is coming off of me.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Where is Ohio Fest? Where Ohio Fest was?
No, not where Ohio Fest was. That see, we went to Ohio Fan Fest. Remember? Stefan and I.
Yeah.
Who knows Trogdorsk? And we went out there, but no, we're actually for Horror Realm. We go back to Pittsburgh.
Right, but he said where Ohio Fest was. When I probably
where was it? It was Ohio Fest. No, I'm trying to think. It's kind of like between two major cities where it
between
was.
Cleveland and Cincinnati.
Nah,
between Akron and Cleveland.
It was definitely south of Cleveland
Akron?
and Pittsburgh. Might have been Akron or Mansfield that it was like an hour from or something. Yeah. So anyway, it was Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Well, yeah, I knew that.
Durr.
You know, I'm saying Ohio cities.
Round on both ends and high in the middle.
Ohio.
I'm not a fan
Oklahoma.
I don't know if I'm a fan of Ohio.
You're not?
Oh, someone said, yeah, dummy. What is Fred Sanford in the chat room now?
What the hell?
Fred Sanford
hurts my feelings. I'm going to cry. Oh, you know what we didn't do earlier?
What?
We didn't do well, yeah, that's true.
Quince.
Is this it? Wrong one. That's the ump.
Susie.
There we go. There's Susie Snowflake.
Yep. We'll be seeing her at Horror Realm.
Yep.
She'll be doing some of the bouncing for us. She's a bouncer. Her and her husband were bouncers, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Well, yeah, they were keeping the people out of the wrong rooms.
Yeah, she's always carrying some form of weapon or something.
And I need that protection when I'm out there talking to Tony Moran.
You might if you say the wrong thing. You know what you ought to do? And I'm going to tell you an exercise because, as you know, I'm also a personal trainer.
I'm going to write it on my
Here's an exercise that you should do.
I'm going to write it in my hand.
This is
Tommy, it is.
No, it's not Tommy. It's Tony. He's trying to pull you up.
This is going to be
This is
going
going
to
to
hell.
be bad. Okay, but
This is going to be hell.
if you anger him, here's an exercise I want you to work on.
Yeah.
Okay? Go onto one of the mats, lay on your back, and practice getting back up.
Okay.
You might also do this type of move around on the mat, and that's so you can collect all your teeth. Okay, you're going to knock the teeth out of you.
Just Tommy Moran.
If
Moran.
you call him Tommy, you will be toothless by the end of
Tony.
It's Tony.
Okay, so what is Savini? Tony Savini. Tom Savini.
He's Tom Savini.
Okay, Tom Savini.
You've got me almost saying him.
It's Tom Savini.
It's Tom Savini. And it's Tony Moran.
And Tony Moran.
Here's how you remember, okay? Tony the Tiger, they're great. Tony Moran.
Okay. You know what? What if we had...
Yeah, you can thank me later for that, everybody.
What if we had Savini and Moran? What if I was doing a thing with both of them?
It would actually be tough to thank me enough for all these services.
What if I was doing
Hold on a minute. Well, listen.
What if I was doing a panel with Tommy Moran and Tony Savini? Or Tony... Whatever. If I was doing with Savini and Moran, if I did a panel with them, that would be tough. That would be tough.
It'd be tough. Okay.
Wait, do you think I get Moran to wear a name tag? Hi, my name is.
Hi, my name is.
I might have him do that. That might be my shtick.
God.
I might just pull that out of my pocket and go, hey, could you just wear this? And I'll just put it on him.
As I say, you might want to do 3 or 4 reps a night. Just to get yourself ready.
Slim Shady, that's right.
Oh my God! I should just pretend they are in gym class and just call them by the last name.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Moron. Hey, moron. No, it's Moran. I know it's Moran. I used to work with someone at GMAC. Her name was Margot Moran.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was one of our collectors. And honest to God,
who knew that you were going to be in love with collectors?
Yeah, no kidding. When I would go out and I would have to go repo cars.
Yeah.
Those are some stories. But we'll save it. We're done.
Okay, we're done. I want to thank everybody for coming out for this completely no reason for a show.
Wait, do you have
the preseason without reason?
Do you have a week? Like, do you have a special week? The week that you're more like? There's a week there that you're really looking forward to?
Of the list
that you're looking forward to?
There's a bunch of them that I haven't seen. I have to say Cool Runnings is probably the one I'm looking most forward to because I love John Candy. I am looking least forward to this piece of shit you got for me next week. This No Limit. I tried watching the preview for it before the show because I wanted to say I couldn't make it through the preview, everybody.
Whatever. I'm not looking forward to any week.
Almost died. There's not enough murder.
I'm not looking forward to any week because I can't think of one of these that I really want to see.
You want to see them all. I think you're gonna like.
But
I think you're gonna like Aliens.
Okay.
I think you're going to enjoy Alligator. And I think Night of the Comet might be one because of the pure 80s of it.
Yeah,
the 80s of it. I
started watching it, and I
am looking forward to Hot Dog. I'm looking forward to Hot Dog.
Good.
Because I've never seen it. I've heard about it plenty. David, I have this connection to David Naughton because here's, okay, everybody. You can watch the video of our David Naughton, which didn't turn out the greatest, but we got a video of it. Here's how you interview David Naughton. You say, so David, I hear you were in the movie American Werewolf in London. And he starts to talk, and every once in a while he looks over to you basically to see if he's allowed to keep talking. And if you're smart like I am, you just kind of nod. And he just keeps going and going. I didn't have to ask. I think I got 3 questions in. It was amazing. He had his stories that he wanted to tell. They were excellent stories. He's a good storyteller. But I didn't have to lead him much at all. It was like, meh, and 20 minutes of a speech that he had just down.
Now, would you have...
It was great. He would just look over. We okay? Yeah, we're okay. Go on.
If you had seen Hot Dog, would you have brought that up?
You know what? I don't think...
Because you talked about Dr. Pepper.
We talked about Dr. Pepper. We talked about, oh my God, the scavenger hunt movie. What the heck was it? Midnight Madness.
Yep.
We talked about that, which I just saw prior to doing the
interview. I love that movie.
And it's a great
Michael
movie.
J. Fox
Yeah,
did that. It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie.
You know what's crazy about that movie is it's a Disney movie that was made in a short period where they wanted to do some Disney movies PG. And there's like all this weird stuff that happened with it, which means it came out about the same time as The Black Hole, which is one of my favorite sci-fi
The very
movies.
first PG-rated Disney movie.
Yes. And that all kind of happened, and then they decided, oh, no, wait, we're going to keep... They did a Jeff. No, wait. And they decided they were Jeffing. And they decided... So I'm a
verb now. I'm a verb.
You're a verb. Yeah. Yeah, you are. And what they wanted to do... What they wanted to do is save the Disney brand for G-rated only. Having no idea that they were going to... all their animated films were going to be PG at some point too. But they wanted to save that, and that's when they opened up Touchstone
Okay.
in the Hollywood Pictures, which would go on to make Arachnophobia. Was its first movie for the first movie for Hollywood Pictures, which the idea was Touchstone was going to be PG-13, and Hollywood Pictures was going to be R, and it very quickly became that Hollywood Pictures was like PG-13. It didn't really make a lot of R. And Arachnophobia originally, this is going to be an R-rated movie. It was PG-13, soaking wet. But I really enjoy that movie. And it's actually Arachnophobia. When I give that to you, it's going to be so easy to do trivia on that thing because so many huge celebrities were at one point attached to it and not attached to it. A lot of people wouldn't touch the movie just because it involved spiders, and big celebrities said, I don't want anything to do.
Because they're afraid of spiders?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I wouldn't make it. No way.
Come on, Tim.
Nope.
Tim.
Nope.
Tim.
Which, by the way, I saw the movie Nope. I'm going to do my review of Nope. That's probably going out on the website, too. I'm going to do it. Have a big, huge...
Nope.
All right, we've tested the patience of our viewers and listeners long enough. We want to thank you. Really, it's great to get to do this. It's fun to hang out with Jeff, as you can probably guess. It is a lot of fun. You never know what's going to come out of Jeff.
Bingo.
Case in point.
There you go.
Did everybody know that Jeff actually was B13?
I knew that because I am Jeff. I was B13 for a Potawatomi Bingo and Casino here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah, he would run around in a costume. I don't think anybody that watches this show is surprised. Look at this. This is a good topic. Why doesn't Jeff have a catchphrase yet?
What is that? I
mean, like or what you talking about, Willis?
Or kiss my grits.
Yeah, that might be yours.
Or you big dummy.
I would think.
I got something.
Wait, Tim. What?
I got something. This is important. This is very important. Listen to this. Hold on. Wait.
Stop.
You know what happened on this date?
Yeah.
This is my other story. This date in 1979. January 26, 1979. This television show premiered today.
1979. Alien Nation.
Nope.
that was 90s. 1979. It isn't Happy Days. It isn't Laverne and Shirley because they were actually leading toward the end.
You're on the
Mark and Mindy.
No. Well, no.
79 also had 1979 had
a Friday night show. Friday night.
Incredible Hulk was 1979 film, TV series. We had what else was 1979? Operation UFO was in 1979. The Amazing Spider-Man TV series was 1979. Oh God!
Wait till I tell you.
I think I'm doing better than a lot of people.
It's a Friday night TV show. Friday night TV show.
A-Team? No.
Okay, you're on the right.
82.
You are so on the right track. You just think about that.
82.
Think about that.
It wasn't Miami Vice. That was later. Friday also had X-Files.
So this came on before Dallas. This came on before Dallas.
Dynasty. See, I never watched Dallas because I had taste.
I love Dallas.
Hazard?
That's right. Bo and Luke Duke tonight, 1979. Yeehaw! I love that show. I recorded on my little Panasonic recorder. I would listen to Waylon Jennings singing "Just a Good Old Boy." Oh my God, it's so great.
You know what? At Horror Room, that should be our karaoke song.
Cool, I'll do it.
We should do it.
You know what? I have let's get flannel shirts.
Do you know how quickly we would get beat the shit up? It'd be great.
No. Listen.
I'll listen.
Get like a shirt, a black, like a plaid shirt, whatever. Get a blonde wig like Bo Duke. We'll put a Yes. We'll be like Bull
Why
and
don't you
Duke.
put hair on just in general?
I'll just wear a hat. You're funny. But just think about it. We should do the Dukes. Just a good old boys. To get Confederate flag out, start whipping that thing around.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I'll miss you.
General Lee.
Yeah, come on, Roscoe.
What's the name of his dog?
Roscoe P. Coltrane.
What's the name of Roscoe's dog?
Flash.
Yep.
Flash is looking at you, boss hog.
Wow, it's pretty good.
I thought so.
What was his deputy? What was his deputy's name?
Now, let me tell you, Cletus, we need to go over there. Now, Cletus came in season 2 because Enos left in season 1 and had his own special. Now I'm doing Boss Hawk. Had his own special TV series spinoff. And let me tell you.
Oh my God! And he was like the country bumpkin out in L.A., right?
Yeah, that was definitely a fish out of water TV series.
Yeah.
I never got into Enos because it must have been. That show happened to be on at a time I couldn't watch it.
Oh,
but Dukes of Hazzard. Watched that. I watched the hell out of that.
I had a T-shirt. I had Dukes of Hazzard T-shirt.
You know, and
I had a General Lee.
Our research department is saying it was a mid-season replacement. I'm gonna guess it was a mid-season replacement for Donnie and Marie. I think Donnie Marie ended right about that time, or
you're incredible,
or it was a replacement for Quark.
Oh my God.
Which was a Richard Benjamin show that I absolutely loved. It lasted maybe 6 or 8 episodes, and I have the whole thing on DVD.
Could you hand me that real quick?
No.
The picture. No, the magazine.
The Remind magazine.
Tim should probably write for Remind magazine because he would put everybody in this magazine to shame.
No, they're very good.
They are. He's got more in his head that he's probably forgotten that most people know. Tim, you just amaze me by saying Quark and all this other stuff. That's just amazing.
Have you ever watched Quark?
No.
It is such an embarrassment these days.
What's it about?
It's okay. It was right when Star Wars was super hot, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta get off." Do something
like
to
strike
rip
while
them
the
off.
iron's hot.
Yeah, rip them off. So it was a space show with Richard Benjamin, who you know from Westworld, the main guy in Westworld.
Main guy is Yul Brynner.
The one
Which
that
one
he
are you thinking of?
chases. The one.
Oh,
that he's
okay,
chasing,
yeah, okay.
The good guy. Richard Benjamin is a space junker. He goes around and he picks up garbage, and this was considered comedy. And
that's the only way to do it. You want to pick up garbage, space garbage.
Yeah, space garbage.
Oh my God!
So his crew, he had a robot of some kind. I can't remember much about him, but he had 2 twins that were these beautiful blonde twins. They looked like the Doublemint twins or something. But both of them were clones. Was the story. And they couldn't remember which of them was in love with Quark. And it was like this weird thing. And then Tim Thomerson, who went on to make...
Oh, my goodness.
What's the name of his movie? Trancers. The guy that was the head in Trancers. He played... this is another trigger, but he played a character that was both a male and a female. So like halfway through... line, he would be like real butch and then totally go all swishy, and I'm like, today they would be run off the air. Buck Henry helped make the show, who is also one of the guys behind Get Smart. So I mean, it's an interesting show from an archaeological standpoint, but. You can get, by the way, the DVDs for that one, I believe, are also at the Milwaukee Public Library. Or
Milwaukee?
The Muskego Public Library.
Who goes to Milwaukee anymore?
Nobody goes there. They all say, if we wanted meth, we'd just go to New Berlin. All right. Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to all of our garbage, and we want to wish you all the best. Remember, if you like tonight's show, it's time to close the crypt and call the game. And we want you to...
If you like the show...
F you. F you.
Have you noticed I didn't swear once tonight, and you did all the swearing?
I didn't swear. Those were colorful metaphors. You can tune into us anytime at Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Pandora, iHeart, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and other fine places where you find podcasts.
Okay.
So remember, everybody, if it's sports, it's a home run. If it's horror, run home! We're dead on the bases, and we'll see you next time.
You didn't know.
Triggerboy.com.
That's pretty good.
ShiftTheTrigger.com.
Oh my God.
Walks around emotional all the time.com.
Wow. Man, why don't you tell me how you really feel? Shit.